Howdy friends, Jon Koonsman here, Republican candidate for Erath County Judge. I hope everybody survived the great blizzard of 2018. Out here in the Selden-Dufo greater metropolitan area, we received accumulations of 5 flakes in some places. But we're digging out this morning. Don't you worry about us, we are a hardy people and we're going to get through this. You know, politics can be pretty ugly. A few years ago I made the comment that politics is just what you have left after you've exhausted any possibility of making a legitimate argument. And when I said that, I thought it sounded really smart, but when I decided to run for county judge, I was warned that I was in serious danger of allowing the smartest thing I ever said to be overshadowed by the dumbest thing I ever did. Anyway, when I got home yesterday afternoon, I saw that ugliness on full display on social media, and not in the judge's race, and I appreciate that of my fellow candidates. But this was in the sheriff's race, and evidently somebody thought it was a good idea to make a fake Facebook profile and begin posting accusations on Facebook pages throughout Erath County. I've heard lots of speculation about who that might be, and honestly I don't even care. But I would like to offer everybody a piece of advice in the wise words of my mother. Stop it. If you want to have a conversation, let's have a conversation. But hurling accusations from the cheap seats, whether they're founded or unfounded, is not a conversation, and it's not productive. Now, I understand that any political consultant worth their salt would advise me against commenting on a political race that I have no direct involvement in. But fortunately, I don't have a political consultant. There's probably one somewhere right now cringing as they watch this. But I wanted to make some comments and maybe lend some clarity to this, because reading through the comments online yesterday, I realized that there are still some very serious misconceptions about what's taking place here at the sheriff's office. And by the way, I'm not in the business of endorsing candidates. I'm not going to get in that business. And without first-hand knowledge of some of these accusations, I won't even speak to the veracity of those. But this is a serious race with serious men, and it has serious consequences. Now, I guess about the second week of December 2016, it came out in the newspaper that our sheriff, Tommy Bryant, was under investigation by T-Cole for some training infractions, as well as some other deputies at the sheriff's department. T-Cole, it's important to note, T-Cole does not investigate criminal activity. T-Cole is the state licensing authority for law enforcement in Texas. They issue peace officers licenses. They regulate and verify training and continuing education, things like that. If in the course of an investigation T-Cole were to find evidence of some criminal activity, at that time that would be referred to the Texas Rangers and subsequently the Attorney General's office. Then on, I guess, December 20th of 2016, we all received the news, I guess, of Sheriff Tommy Bryant's untimely death. I got a call in the middle of the night. I've known Tommy pretty much my whole life. It was a sad day for me, and it was a sad day for a lot of people here locally. But County Judge Tab Thompson and our 4 county commissioners were tasked immediately upon getting the news with convening a meeting with the unenviable task of appointing a new sheriff. And as if this process wasn't hard enough, now they've been tasked with appointing a sheriff from a group of guys that seemed completely qualified a week ago, but now they're aware that they're under TCOL investigation. TCOL doesn't just give you details of their investigation. You can assume the nature of it by the authority of TCOL, but they give you very little information. They may not even tell you who is actually under investigation. So it became clear early on that a sheriff would have to be appointed from outside the Erath County Sheriff's Department. Their choice, our current sheriff, Matt Coates, was at that time the investigator at the DA's office. Now, whatever your opinion about the wisdom of that choice, it's really irrelevant to this point. Whoever was appointed sheriff was walking into a sheriff's office where the bulk of his investigative staff was under TCOL investigation. Now, whether the investigation had any merit or not was irrelevant at that point, because first off, he wasn't privy to the details, and then secondly, because the fact that there was an investigation could compromise any ongoing investigation at the sheriff's department. So think about that for a minute. If you're a deputy that had put in 15 or 20 years to the citizens of Erath County, and then you're suddenly fired for a transgression either you don't believe you're guilty of, or you think has been grossly misrepresented, there are going to be some hard feelings. That's understandable, and there may be some legal action. Some of those things are going to take place. That's a natural part of the process. But if you're appointed sheriff and you're walking into a sheriff's department where your investigative staff is under investigation by TCOL, an investigation where you're not privy to the details, you still have the practical consideration of providing law enforcement and investigative services, public safety for the citizens of Erath County. That's no small task, even by itself. So just stop it. There's no boogeyman here. Nobody involved takes any joy in any of this. Take off the masks. Let's act like grown-ups, and let's have a conversation about it if we want to have a conversation. Y'all enjoy your weekend. Take a break from the politics. Enjoy your family and your friends this weekend, and y'all love each other.